Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm super happy to have y'all here with me today. I'm really excited because we're going to be decorating my living room for spring. I can't wait to add some spring touches into this space, and I'm excited that I get to share it with you. So I hope you enjoy seeing the process, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, before we get started, I have some pieces laid out here that I'm going to use on my bookshelf, and I thought I'd share with you my little collection of pieces that I brought together. As you can tell, I'm feeling a lot of natural nature tones. I'm really loving like the greens and the light blues and the wicker, just very natural elements, I feel like. And I have this little piece right here that I might use on there that is torn out of an old book. I love this. It's just of some really pretty flowers and dragonflies. And then I have a stack of books right there, and then I have some more over here. I have some doilies. I'm bringing out some of my green books and some of my garden books for sure to use on there. I have some old glass bottles that I love to use in my decor. I have these old clocks that I just love. I don't know, there's something about these vintage clocks that I just love what they add to the space. And then I have this wicker basket. I just love baskets, the texture, the color, everything that they add. And then I have some gold frames. This one has a mirror in it, and this one has a mirror in it too. I love these frames. I also brought out these like jadeite green colored plates. I thought those would add a really beautiful pop of color on there for spring. And I plan to add more color too. This is just kind of a base start, and I want to add some more pops of color with different types of flowers and greenery and things like that. As things around our house and our yard start to bloom, I think I might like clip some flowers and stick them in these little jars and bring some stuff in like that, branches and things from outside, and use those on my bookshelf as well once we start to see some of that beautiful color bloom and all of that. I definitely want to bring some of that in. So I'm just feeling, like I said, a lot of these natural nature tones, and I'm really excited to see how this comes together on there. So let's go ahead and get started with the bookshelf. The first thing I'm going to do is layer these beautiful gold frames up against the back wall of my bookshelf. I love the color and the contrast that this adds up against the white bookshelf. I think these frames are just so beautiful. I'm in love with gold frames, and I love using them in so many different spaces just to layer them, and I feel like it adds a lot to the space. And then I'm going to go in with some old books, which is one of my other favorite things to decorate with, especially on my bookshelf. I feel like it's just the perfect way to display all of my old books that I love so much. Now in the center of this large gold frame, I'm going to add this beautiful book page, and I'm just sticking it up there with a little bit of tape, and I love what this added to the top shelf. I think it's so pretty. And then I'm going to add in some of this faux baby's breath to this basket, and I'm using a little galvanized container to put it in to kind of prop it up so that it would stick up out of the basket a little bit more. And that baby's breath is from Walmart. It looks so realistic, and it was like $2 or $3 for a whole big bunch of it, and I love that stuff. So now we're going to start working on the second shelf. I'm going to again layer some more old books, and then these plates and a picture and some clocks, and bring this shelf together. after I add some more old vintage books to the third shelf, then I'm going to use this old cheese box as a riser. And I have several old vintage glass bottles that I've collected over the years, and I love these for so many different uses. They're so pretty to decorate with. I love using them as little bud vases to stick flowers in, especially throughout the spring and summer, and I wanted to bring them back out again. I'm constantly rotating different decor so that I can bring y'all new ideas, and so that I don't get tired of the same thing over and over. I'll just store them away and then bring them back out when I want to use them again, when I'm feeling inspired and I have an idea for certain pieces. So I wanted to bring these back out for spring, and I love the way that they look on this shelf. And then here on the very bottom shelf, I added this old crate that I've had for a few years, and I love this piece. I feel like there's so many different ways that you can use it and decorate with it. And what I decided to do this time is layer some of my old blankets in here. I have a crocheted blanket, and I have this old quilt that I recently thrifted that I love, and a couple other pieces, and I just love how Okay, I just went and dug through all of my faux florals because I felt like it still really needed a pop of color, and I thought I probably would have something already that would work. And I found these faux tulips that I forgot that I had. I did have these on the kitchen table, but I replaced that with something else. And I remembered that I had these pink tulips, and I think they are perfect here in this little picture. I love the way that looks on here. And then I found some of these. They almost look like little daisies. They're just these really pretty small white flowers, and I thought they were the perfect size to stick into all of these jars, and I love how that looks on there. So I think that really made a big difference, and I love the color that it added. Now off to the side of my bookshelf, I wanted to create a cozy little space over here in this corner, and I decided to bring back out my vintage lamp that I love so much. I've had this in my office, and I really wanted to bring it back out into the living room because, again, I've kind of had it away for a while, and now I'm ready to bring it back out again. I'm feeling inspired to use it. And I also brought my little stool over here, and I'm going to place this vintage watering can that's filled with hydrangeas on top of it. And I just love how this little cozy corner turned out. I feel like it's so me, and it's so spring, and I just love it. So this is how it turned out. Now for my couch, I decided to use my new vintage quilt in here in the living room, thrown across the couch. I feel like it looks so cozy. I love the colors. It's the exact colors that I'm just loving for spring, and it just makes me so happy in here. I did mention that I might use it in our bedroom, but after having it in here and using it on the couch, I was like, I just want to leave it in here because it brings me so much joy every day, and I feel like I will see it more and use it more in here. And I just love how it looks here with this little bunny pillow. I got this from TJ Maxx last year, and I love the little kissing bunnies. They're so sweet. And then the pillow behind it was thrifted, and I love the woven look that it has. So I just layered those two on here, and again, the quilt is just so springy but yet cozy over here, and I love the colors. I feel like they're just so me. So this is where I decided to put it, and again, I love this little corner. Over here on this end table, I'm stacking these two books. One is a decorating book, and the other one is The Secret Garden. Perfect for this time of year and such a good read. And then I'm going to add this little bunny that I thrifted a couple years ago, and I didn't do too much Easter decor this year. I didn't go crazy like I usually do. I just wanted a few touches, but this is something I knew I had to bring out. It's probably one of my favorite Easter decorations that I own. Look at the little floral detail around its neck. I just love it. It's so pretty. And then I decided to clip some more daffodils from outside. When I saw that these bloomed today, I had to clip some and bring them inside, and I just put them in this little milk jug, and I thought it was the perfect addition to this end table. And then on the coffee table, I'm stacking some more books, 2 more of my favorites, and then I'm just gonna layer these plants on here. These are my jade succulents, and I love the pop of bright green that they add. It just feels so springy to me. And then I'm gonna add my little mister that I watered them with. Okay friends, that's going to be all the spring touches that I'm going to share with you in today's video. You'll have to stay tuned for my spring home tour to see how the rest of my spring decor turns out. I can't wait to share it with you, but I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you some ideas and some inspiration for your spring decor. I had so much fun bringing these spaces together, and I love that I was able to use pretty much everything that I already had by just like rotating out some pieces, bringing out some things that I haven't used in a while to make it feel like a fresh new space. The only new piece that I have in the living room right now is both of my new quilts that I thrifted for super affordable, and I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, everything else I already had. I just, again, rotated things. I brought some clippings from outside to use in my home, and yeah, so I love bringing spaces together so affordably. I hope I can encourage y'all to do that as well, and it does not cost a lot of money to make your home feel beautiful and cozy for every season. So I hope I can encourage y'all to do that. Thank you again so much for watching. Thank you for being here and supporting me and my channel. I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye friends.